is Scott, and I'm rocking with G-Sportz.
My name is Nate Fry, and I'm rocking with G-Sportz.
Thank you, man, and I do rock with G-Sportz.
Q, you know what my money on?
That's what I told you. I knew he was gonna win me in the first double.
How you feel about that E?
I'm gonna still win. You give up something. I'm still win.
Okay.
Today it was just fun, you know, got to compete against a lot of people like around this area, a lot of good people who have potential to beat D1.
All right. Talk about, man, you transferring to the prep school, Tag Academy out there in Florida.
It's gonna be good. Get to develop more, work on my craft, get better, and get seen in front of a lot more college coaches and get the offer I want.
All right. Talk about your recruiting process, man. I know you got some offers on the table right now. Talk about some of the schools that's looking at you.
I have a lot of schools in the OVC looking at me in the Ohio Valley Conference, like Tennessee Tech, Tennessee Martin. Tennessee Martin had offered me for 2016.
Okay.
I got offers from Nichols, Southeastern looking at me. Who else? I got a lot of schools just, you know, contacting my phone and hit me up.
What you looking for in a school, man?
A place where I could be comfortable at, I could play the 3. A place that's gonna get me better into the next level.
Right. So like some schools, they trying to recruit you to play the 4?
Not really too many schools, but I think like 1 or 2.
All right. What's the things you feel like you need to work on, man, to improve your game?
More ball handling, be more consistent with my shot, you know, just attacking the rim more, being stronger.
All right. How you feel about going away from home, man? You think you're gonna be homesick?
Nah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not the type of people homesick.
All right, man. Former Eleanor forward, Quentin Scott, man, at G-Sportz. We signing out.
It was an overall good experience. I had grew up seeing some of the kids play, and just to see them grow physically and in their game was probably one of the most gratifying things. Just being able to help with their growing process.
Right.
Just having a couple hours with them just to show them some point guard stuff. Coach Justin Bell was over there working some big man and post stuff, and like I said, it was just a great opportunity for me to give back to the community any way that I can, helping the kids, you know, hone their craft, and work on their ball handling, shooting, coming off a ball screen, stuff like that. So everything that I basically learned at the college level, I just want to take it back and share it with the rest of home.
Right, man. You look real comfortable out there, man. Dude, you got some coaching in your future?
Actually, nah, bro. I don't actually see myself coaching in the future. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I've just observed my dad a lot. My dad was coaching at Ellender back in, I want to say in the 90s.
Yeah.
What coaching is all about. You don't really have to be a person of any age.
Right.
You just got to be vocal and assertive, knowing what you're looking for and stuff like that. So that's all it is.
All right. Now, man, you're going into your senior year at UNO, man. Talk about, you know, your first 3 years there, man, how you been developing as a player.
It's all a learning process. I've seen a lot of basketball, played a lot of games, just been in a lot of practices, put a lot of hours in the gym, and it's just, like I said, it's been a learning process, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the hard times, thankful for the struggle, because it's making me the basketball player that I am.
Right.
And what I want these guys to realize that those hard times are going to come, and that once you push past that, you become a better man and a better player at the same time. So I'm just thankful for the process. 3 years seems like a long time, but it flies by.
It seemed like you just got there.
It seemed like I really just got there. Every time, like within the past 4 or 5 months, every time I tell somebody I'm a senior, it was like, wow, already.
Yeah.
And it goes by really, really fast. I mean, I remember playing in the All-Star game. It feels like it was just yesterday.
Right.
And I remember my playoff games at 80 White, because we couldn't play at Homer Chris, so we played at 80 White, played at Vanderbilt. I remember like it was just yesterday. So time flies. So I try to take advantage of every opportunity.
All right, man. What's some advice you could give some kids around here, man? You know, as far as like academically and improving their game.
Well, academically, I would just say consistency would be the main thing. You don't have to be a person of a high IQ or a really, really smart person to make good grades in school. It's all about staying consistent. So if you're not really good at math, just don't try to study 2 days before the test. Take it a day at a time. Take it a couple of days. So you don't understand something, get a tutor. Stay consistent with the tutor. Do the things that the tutor asks you to do. And it's the same thing with basketball. You don't have to go into the gym and shoot 1,000 shots a day. Go in and get 100 to 200 every day. That takes about 15, 20, 30 minutes to do and then leave. It's just all about staying consistent. Consistent is the word. So.
Now I heard you tell some of the kids, man, about when you go play AAU or you go play high school basketball, you're not just representing your team, but you're representing this area. What you think is the reason why this area gets overlooked from a talent standpoint?
That's hard to say. I really don't know. I moved here from Thibodaux, Louisiana when I was in 4th grade, and I was trying to make my mark on the area ever since then. And not even realize that on a national scale that Homer was being overlooked until I started playing AAU with Coach Travis. And when I realized and I started looking at some of the guys in the top 100 that none of the guys were from Louisiana, I was like, okay, well maybe it's just this year. Maybe Louisiana's having a bad year. And then the next year, I was like, okay, so we got a serious problem. We don't have a lot of guys that's being recognized nationally. And I just think, I don't know, maybe it's an exposure thing. Homer is a small city as it is. It's not Baton Rouge. It's not New Orleans. Even when I'm in New Orleans, I'll tell some people that I'm from home, and they'll be like, "Okay, where's that?" So I think it's a combination of just us breeding better players, developing our players like we did today, which is the goal. Homer being such a small area, which we're trying to solve that problem and getting these kids out to these AAU tournaments and stuff like that. So it worked for me. It can work for them. Right.
Man, well, I appreciate you doing the segment with me, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
This Nate Friday, man. He going into his senior year at UNO. Y'all be on the lookout for this boy. The G-Sportz Sports. He's signing out.
And the goal was to come out and to get as many kids as possible exposed to not only the camp side of things where they were going to get up and down the court, but exposed to some fundamental drills and some skill drills. And I think we achieved that today. Getting them on the court in this setting where a lot of the players were familiar with one another, but getting them to compete at a high level and get out there and get after each other. Seeing that was great because we don't have anything in this area that really highlights kids in a camp setting where they'll be able to get exposure as well and get the video out there, for people around to see. So getting them here, making them feel like we care about them, and letting them know that, hey, we trying to get y'all exposed. We trying to expose y'all to the rest of the state of Louisiana. That was the key. That was the purpose. That was the focus with this high school group. And we're not gonna stop. We're just looking to do it next year on a higher level, to where these kids, we don't want the footage to just hit Louisiana. We want the footage to hit this region, the southeast region, and we just want to take it higher and higher and higher.
All right, man. You had a nice turnout. This was some of the best prospects in the Tri-Parish area. How that feel, seeing some of these kids come out to compete for a camp that you're putting on for the first year, and how you feel like you can evolve going forward?
It was a good feeling seeing that the kids responded and say, hey, yeah, I'm coming. I want to come. I want to come there and compete against my friends. I want to come there because I know, the Kevin Johnsons, the Quentin Scotts, the Didi Gaynor was going to be there. The first thing is academics, and it's the classroom. That's where it all starts at. Once you have academics as a foundation and you're a good student, that that leads into being coachable
Right.
at any sport that
Right.
you participate in. And once you're coachable, that shows commitment to whatever sport you're playing. And once you have commitment to that sport you're playing, that raises it up to, you know, that kid has the potential to be outstanding athlete. You know, everybody's not gonna, you know, play Division I basketball.
Right.
Everyone's not gonna, you know, play in the NBA, of course.
Right.
But the whole thing is, if you use sports as a vehicle to create opportunities for yourself,
Exactly.
to, you know, get looked at and maybe go to a Division I or NAIA school, you know, that's an opportunity to get an education.
Right.
It doesn't matter where you get that education at.
Right.
But also you have that opportunity to extend your career, and you go from high school to play, whether it's NAIA, Division II, or if you're blessed enough to play Division I basketball, you know, you still created that opportunity for yourself through your hard work in the classroom, on the court, on the field, or whatever, and being dedicated to whatever you're pursuing.
Thank y'all for tuning in to G-Sportz Sports once again. As y'all just seen in my last segment of highlights, I covered the Tri-Parish Bayou Sports basketball camp that was put on by the Mind Baptiste, man. This was a hell of a camp, man. All the top prospects in the Tri-Parish area came to one gym and got it on yesterday, man. I mean, we were missing a few of the top prospects like Devontae Martin and Jaquan Wagner and Chance Gazzery and Keyshawn James, Jaheim Spencer. That's probably was the only guy that was missing from yesterday. But I mean, we had some studs though. Morgan City High guard Micaiah Richard, part of the 2017 class. This kid can flat out play. I mean, crazy athletic ability. I didn't even know about this kid before the camp started, but he put me on notice yesterday that he has all kind of ability, and I'm confused on why he's flying under the radar. I even asked Ellen, the head basketball coach, Cornell Scott, about it. I said, this kid from Morgan City High, Micaiah Richard, is he really good like this, or he's having a good day? And Coach Cornell Scott confirmed and said, look, this kid can go, and he can play with the best of them. He even compared him to Devontae and Martin, his own player. So that just let me know that this guy, Micaiah Richard, is the real deal. So y'all be on the lookout for him this year. Kevin Johnson, he's part of that 2017 class from E.D. White. I mean, he went in a zone yesterday. He had like 5 or 6 in a row. He just committed to Nichols last week. I love this kid. I think he's arguably the best player in the Tri-Parish area. Some people give me a little gripe about that, but hey, that's just my opinion. You know, I just love his game. Jakai Douglas, part of that 2020 class. He's going to be attending Terrebonne High School. This kid has the ability to be one of the best to come out of the Tri-Parish area when it's all said and done. He's a multi-sport athlete. Plays basketball, football, and track. I mean, he's a stud in all 3 sports. Quentin Scott, the former Ellender prospect, transferred to Tag Academy in Florida. The prep school. This kid just dominated the whole camp. I mean, it just wasn't anybody at the camp that was physically able to guard him on each possession. He was just too imposing. You could tell he'd been in the weight room and his body getting right. Love what Quentin Scott showed yesterday at the camp. DeAndre Bogic, part of that 2020 class, was at Hummel Christian, and he transferred to HL Bourgeois. He's going to thrive in that 5-guard lineup with Andrew Kaiway. It's going to be hard to keep him off the floor. Showed a lot of poise. I mean, he was real poor yesterday when some of the guards from at the camp was putting on a lot of on-ball pressure on him, and he made some plays out of the traps. Probably was arguably the best pure shooter at the camp yesterday, man. He really showed me that he can ball, and he gonna take the state by storm too next year as a 9th grader. Marvin Robinson Jr. From Central Lafourche, aka Snoop. I didn't know about this kid before the camp. This kid did his thing. Nicholls State offered him this past weekend because they say he performed at a high level at the elite camp. And he performed at a high level this past weekend at the Bayou Sports basketball camp. I mean, the way his body is made right now, you think he's a senior, but the kid's only going to be a sophomore this year. He has a ton of upside, man. I can't wait to see him play this year. And by the way, man, Central Lafourche is loaded with Marvin Robinson Jr., David Robinson Jr., Kenneth Poindexter II. They got a hell of a squad coming back this year, man. They gonna be a tough out in 5A this upcoming season, man. I can't wait to see Central ball out this year. Anthony Rainey Jr. I could tell he's been working on his game. He was knocking down a 3-point shot, hitting a few mid ranges, something that he didn't show last year. So Anthony Rainey look like he's ready to take his game to another level. Tonte Octave, I think I'm pronouncing his name right, from St. James High School. He's part of that 2019 class. He's only in the 10th grade. This kid showed a lot of ability yesterday. Crazy athletic ability. Showed that he can knock down an open jumper. Got a real laid back demeanor, but I think he has the skill set to be a pretty good prospect from out this area, man. But you know, all in all, I mean, I don't want to leave anybody out, because I mean, a lot of these prospects impressed me yesterday, but those were the guys that really stood out in my mind. So y'all be on the lookout for those kids that I just named. It's gonna be a hell of a basketball season this upcoming year. I can't wait. I'm excited, and it just shows you that the Tri-Parish area is full of a lot of talented players. But thank y'all for tuning in to G-Sportz Sports, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and subscribe to your boy channel at G-Sportz Sports. And I'm signing out.